guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Shauna the MUA, and today I am talking about brushes. So this is a highly requested video because I get asked this question all the time. What are my go-to brushes? What's my favorite? So for foundation, blush, powder, eyeshadow, eyeliner, I'm going to cover a few brushes that I recently tried. Some are from Sephora, some are from Morphe, and then some of my staple brushes, which I'm going to go through as well. First, we're going to start off with the face brushes. So recently I did buy a few foundation brushes from Morphe. My favorite, this one came out with the Danessa Myricks and Morphe collab. This one is the E63 from Morphe. I actually like this brush because basically you're just gonna kind of swipe and then, or you could pack it on and then kind of blend it, buff it out. I really like this brush. It has that flat surface right here. So I did buy a few of these because I like to have multiple brushes. I don't like to clean my brushes that often. Me personally, for my clients, of course, I clean and wash them. But in between clients, I don't like to have to do all of that work. I'd rather just have another brush ready to go. So I do have quite a few of these brushes. Another foundation brush that I bought, I believe this one is a foundation brush. It could be a powder brush too. This one is the Morphe E49. This is my first time actually using this brush, but just based off of the bristles, like I just like to have good foundation brushes, and this seems like it would blend very nice because it's flexible. It's not stiff. It's not like a tightly packed brush. The next one that's foundation is this one is a Sephora brush, and this is actually a Pro diffuser. This one is number 64, and again you have this dome shape where you could pack on your foundation. I really like brushes like that where it's kind of tightly packed because it builds the coverage where you could just start tapping and then kind of blend it out. The only downside to this brush is that it's a pretty big brush, so you can't really get into small areas. It's just for like the bigger part of your face. The next one is the Sephora 99. This one is a blush brush, but honestly, a lot of brushes state for blush or powder or whatever. You can use a brush for whatever you want. So honestly, this one I don't even use for blush. I would use this for foundation. And this one is the 99. Again, it's another flexible brush. So maybe for powder underneath the eyes I would use this for, or for foundation. Not necessarily for blush. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't really use this for a blush. The next one that I also bought from Morphe is the E4. This one is a good like contouring brush because it really hugs the cheek. So if you go here and kind of just swoop down and smell, it kind of hugs the cheek where it gives you that guideline to contour. So this is a very good brush to have, and again, the hairs are flexible. It's not a stiff brush. Again, that's the Morphe E4. My other Morphe brushes, since we're on, actually I'll move on to that one. Another one that I bought is the M449 from Morphe. This one's a dome shaped brush again. They have another brush which is the, let me see if I have it here. There's another one that's dome shaped like this from Morphe. I don't recommend that one because it sheds so much. After is a Morphe M437. I usually like dome shaped brushes like this and tightly packed, but this one sheds so much. I'm like, I cannot use this on my client. They'll have brush hairs everywhere and I get the complaint all the time, but this brush I would not recommend. So this dome one, like I was saying, is tightly packed. I honestly haven't tried it out yet, but this is a recent purchase and I'm pretty sure it'll do the same job. You know, it's just a smaller brush, so it's going to take a lot more if you use it for foundation. You could probably use it for concealer or like spot correcting and then do like a powder on top. The next brush, now I'm transitioning to another brand. This one is the Real Techniques brush, and this one is 200. I actually like Real Technique brushes. This one is tightly packed again. I like tightly packed brushes, if you haven't noticed by now. So you would just tap it in and then blend. This one I really do like, and it's affordable. I think this brush by itself is like $11 at Ulta. Like, definitely a good brush to have for foundation. Another brush from Real Techniques is the 402. This one is perfect for setting underneath your eyes. There's also a bigger one which I use to set underneath my eyes as well. No, that's not it. There's also another one. God, why can't I find it? Alright, so this one is from Real Techniques as well. This one is the multi-cheek brush. It doesn't say the number, but I love this brush for going underneath the eyes. It just hugs underneath the eyes, and you could go ahead and use your setting powder. So I really like brushes like this to get underneath your eyes with setting your makeup. Definitely affordable. Again, probably like $10 at Ulta. The next brush that I bought for face was this is for contour. This is a Patrick Ta to use with his contour powders. Again, this is another one that kind of hugs the cheek, so you can really get that contour. So anything that has like that slant shape or edge to it is really good for contouring. And then now for eyes, my ultimate blending brushes is the Morphe M330. This one is similar to the MAC 224, but MAC no longer have the real hairs, so I had to find a replacement. This is synthetic, but I like the blending on this. I like how it blends, so I actually like this brush. And then the next one is the Morphe M505. I actually use this, believe it or not, to do the concealer on clients. I really like how this blends out the concealer underneath the eyes. I don't quite use it as